This one we use VLOOKUP, yes, sir. Or are we use VLOOKUP for the table?
You can use lookup table. So I can show you. I open Excel. Okay, share screen. There it is. Can you see? So first you type the lookup table here, 1 to 7, right? And then you type the name. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay? And then you type a number 0 here in A2. And then you type this in A3. And then you copy down. The same thing in B2, you type this formula at mode of A2, 7, and then +1. You know why +1? Because your index,
If not, we'll get 0.
Because your index start with 1, right?
But we can also use the index starts with 0, right?
Yes,
Sure.
if you start with 0, then you don't need to add 1. Okay, so your lookup table, you highlight like this, and then you type here in the name box, LUT, for example. Then you can use the name in this lookup table. So once you type this formula in B2 and C2, then you just copy it down. So this is just to show you that we can use modulo operation to create the days in the week, right? So this is a cyclical operation. Of course, you can use modulo operation for something else, you know? Any games that you want to create. For example, you want to create a bridge card which has 52, right? 52 numbers, 52 faces. Okay, then you start to type and then modulo 52. Okay. You want to create music, do re mi fa sol la si do, 7 again. Then you type the lookup table. Okay. So if you change the lookup table here is now I change to do re mi fa sol la si. So I will get a different result. Is it clear?
So, sir, may I see the modulo formula again? The modulo
formula.
Yes. Thank
Just
you.
mode, okay, the mode of numbers, 7. In this case, 7 because you have 7 days in a week, right? So the same modulo operation, you can model for anything that actually cyclical. So here, using module operation, you can use many other ways. Anyway, so maybe next time I can show you something else. Are you done? Do you want to share your screen?
I have finished mine.
Okay,
Yeah,
show
me
me.
too.
I'm done.
Okay, show. Share your screen.
Okay. Can we share our screen together? No, I think.
No, one by one.
Okay.
Okay, this is good. Mancha is good. Okay,
Oh
next.
yeah, so I've done mine. This
Yes.
is okay.
Okay, good.
And I use module. Okay.
Okay, very good. Next, who want to share?
I'll share my screen.
Good. Super. Yes. Next. Who want to share again?
I do.
Okay, go. Aline. Share your screen.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Wait. Did I?
1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Super. William, did you finish? Yes.
Sorry, sir. I kind of forgot the VLOOKUP formula. I kind of forgot it.
Okay. Cassius, how about you?
I also forget about the formula for lookup table.
VLOOKUP.
Okay, wait a second.
Viviana, how about you?
Almost done.
Almost done. Okay. Share your screen. The formula. VLOOKUP like this. Is it the one? So VLOOKUP of the modulo and then the LUT. This is the lookup table. And then this represents the second column. You want to show the second column. The second column in the lookup table. Again. Okay, Liviana, can you share?
Okay, wait, sir. There's a problem with my laptop.
Okay, William, can you share?
I can, but I think I have a problem. If
You still have problem. Cassius, can you share?
Okay, but currently I'm using Tab, yeah, so I just open my video.
I will see if what is your problem.
Wait a second. Yeah, so as you can see here, I already put this, and it doesn't work for
Can you share? We cannot.
number.
Can you share your screen? Share screen down in.
I couldn't share my screen because I'm using double devices. So
I see. I see. It's too small. I cannot see.
I see I know the mistakes. Wait a second.
Or you can like take a picture of it and I'll share the screen for you from line or something.
Yeah. How about you, William?
Almost done, sir. Wait.
Almost done. You share it so that we can see what's the problem.
Right here, sir. I don't know why it's become like this.
Oh, I think you have a problem because your lookup table, your lookup table is not correct. Okay, can you put this can you put your mouse or you go to
My cursor.
yeah there in E3 and then you hold your shift key down. Okay, and then right. One more right. Okay, and then there in, oh no, too much. Left. Okay, and then in the name box you type LUT.
Here?
Left, left. In the name box. Name box is there in E3, yes. You type there, ELUT. Enter. Enter.
Oh,
No, you
I've
did
done
not
it.
type. You did not type well. LUT.
LUT.
Just enter. Press enter. Hmm?
It just came back to E3.
Or you can just lock the table, sir, using
Okay.
dollar signs.
If not, you just type using dollar sign. Okay. So go to C2. No. You go to C2. Okay. Now the dollar sign E dollar sign 3. Yeah, put dollar there. Okay. And then dollar sign 3.
Like this?
No. Dollar sign 3. So dollar sign E, dollar sign 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then again dollar sign F
Okay.
and dollar sign, okay, enter. Good, now you copy that C2 down. Yes, you have it.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So, how about you, Cassius, Liviana? Is that the same problem?
It's actually the same problem as William, and I have already done the mistakes too.
Good.
Okay.
Liviana,
Sir, I think I have a problem with the
share your screen and we see what's the problem so that we can learn from you.
wait, I'm sharing.
You want to show your problem?
This one.
Okay.
I have already deleted it in
Okay, can you go to okay? If you look again, you did not put the dollar sign there.
Oh,
Yes. And then your table is actually from 3, E3, $E, $3, not 1. Correct. $3. $, okay. And then $F, $9. Okay, enter. What happened? Again? Can you? P2, correct? Oh,
Semicolon.
something wrong with your B. Can you go to?
Modulo, sir.
Can you go to B? No, no. That one is okay. That one is okay. C is okay. In cell B2, can you go to cell B2? Okay, just click okay. Something wrong with. Can you click OK and go to cell.
do this one.
Escape. You to escape. So why C? No, escape. You to escape all until go out. Okay, escape. Okay, now go to B2. Mode A2 7. That's supposed to be correct.
Oh, because
+1.
the mod starts with 0, but the
Yeah.
index starts with 1.
She needs +1.
Yeah, or change the index to start with 0.
So you +1 in this case. Mode A2, 7 +1. +1. Enter. Okay, and then that one copy. From the B2 you copy. Control C, and then you put down, Control V. Okay, good. Ah, you get it. Now you copy the C2 down. Yes. Okay, good. So you have 31, so you can copy until 31. Okay, how about you, Cassius? Is it okay already?
It's okay. I can share my screen right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, this one is already done, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. Great. So now you can change the modulo into something else. So what kind of games do you want to create? For example, you want to play, for example, the face of the dice or the coin. Coin have only 2, right? Coin, when you toss a coin, head and tail. So in that case, how do you create a game of coins? So you will use mode, right? What is the mode? Mode 2, correct? Because if the number is 1 to random number, okay, and if your random number is actually mode 2, I'll give you an example. So I create a new, I will create a screen here. I will share. Okay, so I will create a new sheet. So I want to create a random number. So I'll create random between 1 to 100. Okay, now I want to simulate a head or tail. So then I will do this one, So I will do a mod, okay, of that number divided by 2, right? So then I will get, every time I press F9, I will get either 0 or 1, correct? Then I will say if this one is equal 0, that is head. Otherwise, that is tail. So then I program it, I will get either head or tail. Can you see it? So this is a very simple algorithm using modulo operation to create head and or tail randomly in Excel. So you have any question about this? Can you make it? Yes, Joy.
Oh, no, sir, I want to answer yes. We understand.
Okay, good. So how about Cassius?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. I understand.
Now, because this is a class about Python, so can you make it in Python? Okay, anyway, so let's start with the Python. So in Python, okay, I will show you my screen. Okay, this is the screen I'm going to share. So in Python, if you have Anaconda, right, you're supposed to have this Anaconda Navigator, PowerShell, Power Prompt, Jupyter Notebook, and then Spider, correct? So now you open the Spider. Okay, so I have this Spider already open. So yeah, this is my program. So then you can create the one in the slide. So this is greatest common divisor in Python. What you will do is you just copy and paste from the slide into Spider. Okay, you copy and paste this from the slide into Spider. Can you try? And then what you will do is you will run. So here the green button with triangle, or you press F5, it will run. And then when it runs, can you see here, it will ask you, what is the first number? So for example, you can put the number 60. And then it will ask, what is the second number? Right? And then the second number, for example, 4. Then you will get the GCD is 4. So can you try first and then I will explain. Anyone want to share your screen?
I guess mine looks different. Yeah. Wait, I'll share my screen.
Okay, please.
This one I copied your code, sir.
Okay.
Then when I run,
Oh, okay. So this will not work. It will create error. You know why? Okay, this is good. Okay, we can learn from here. What happened here is in Python, okay, indentation matter. So in your case, while 1 and then R equal to A modulo B, that one must be indented one time. So you go there and then you press tab. Yes. Oh, yes. And then the next one, if the if one is also, you need to indent that. If not R, you need, no, you need to indent the if first, and then the break you need to indent again one more time. Yes. You know why? It must be indent. If not, then break. And then A and B, what is that? A and B must be indented also, right? Inside the while loop, correct? A, oh no, too much. The indentation is too much. Check the slide, must be the same, exactly the, yes. Indent one time only, indent one time. Correct. And B equal R, okay. Now you run.
oh, okay.
Okay, good. Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll stop sharing my screen.
Yes. That is your first Python program. That's good. Oh,
Yay.
anyone else? Yay. You did it. Anyone else? Don't worry to make mistakes so that we can also learn from you. Okay? Anyone else? Share your screen. This class is only 5, 6 people, so that is nice. If 30 students, I cannot check everyone. But 5, I can check everyone. Come on.
Mine works just fine.
Just fine. Okay.
Yeah, I've indented it, so I've arranged it and it works.
Okay, very good.
It's fine. So
Very good.
1, like 4, 6, and then.
Yes.
Sir, could you later explain?
Yeah, I will explain.
If not R means and break and
yes,
while
I will explain for a while.
Okay.
Once you make it, okay?
Okay.
Once you make it, I will explain. Okay, one more. Who want to share? Who has problem? If no problem, I don't mind. So if have problem, let's learn from the problem. Anyone? Kensias, William, Eileen.
I'm doing fine, sir.
You're fine. Okay, Viviana. So the programming is basically mostly, okay, copy and paste. You find in the internet, you copy and paste, you modify a little bit, mostly like that nowadays, unlike before. So a lot of code in Stack Overflow, in Quora, also in GitHub that you can reuse. Cassius, you want to share? William, Viviana?
I can share.
Okay.
Right here.
Oh, it's working. Super. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Great. So, no problem, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How about you? Viviana?
Okay, I will share my screen.
Working or not?
I think
Oh, this is not working.
yeah.
Yes, I think the problem is the same a while ago. So the indentation is the problem. Okay, you need to remove the indentation from the first line. You need to remove the indentation, and then in the fourth line, R equal to A modulo B. That one you need to indent. No, in the first line you don't have an indent. First, second, third, you have no indent. Number 4, line 4. Line number 4, you start to indent.
This one?
Yes, line 4. You just type tab. There is a tab button there, right? Beside Q. Okay. And then the if, you need to backspace and then you indent. Okay. And then the break, you need to, okay. And then the A equal B, you need to indent. B equal R, you need to indent. No? Yes, correct. It equal, okay. And then print, you need to, no, not indent. This one you need to return to the, you use backspace. Okay. Correct. And all the, now you can try to run. The green button. Okay, running. You type in the, what is the first number you type there? Example 50 or any number. Second number 2, okay, 23, okay. Good. So you can type any other number. So now you are all good. You see it? Can share, sure. You don't want to share?
I'm good until my spider is not responding, so I have to close the program and
Really?
start. Okay.
Why is Spider not responding?
I don't know, maybe my laptop is already old enough and I have.
Okay, if your Spider is not responding, so I will share. Okay, here it is. If your Spider is not responding, okay, you don't need to delete. You don't need to close it. Here in the Spider, there is in the console start kernel. You see this? Can you see it? Console start kernel. So when your Spider is not responding, you simply use this console start kernel. And then, are you sure restart the kernel? You said yes. It will restart the kernel, see, connecting to the kernel. And then it will restart everything. So you don't need to close the Spider. You only need to restart the kernel. The kernel is the engine behind the Spider. Okay. So it's pretty robust. You don't need to do. You don't need to close and open the program. You only need to restart the kernel. Okay. Now I want to explain the meaning of each line of code. Okay. So here, line 8, I have input. So the input will ask you what is the first number. So that is any input mean you are required the user of this program to enter an input. Next is int. Int means integer. So whatever input you type there, it will convert into an integer. So then after you type the number or anything, okay, the input will produce a string. Okay. You see here, input is a prompt. Prompt means what you want to ask the user. And then whatever the prompt, whatever the user type, it will be converted into a string. You see, str in here represents string. So input will read a string from a standard input. Then it will produce string. Now the string means letter. Okay, when I say string, that means letter, alphabet. Now that letter will be converted into integer using that function int, mean integer. So the result of that conversion will be put into a variable named a. Until here, is it clear? The first line. Okay, I will delete this so that you will know this is the first line. Is it clear? First line. The second line is the same, but we use the second number and then convert it into integer and then put it into variable name p. Now, the third line is a while loop. There are two types of loop in Python, okay? While loop and for loop. At this point, you learn about while loop first. While loop in here, while some condition true, do something. That meaning, okay? While some condition is true, do something. So in this case, the condition is there. While one means true, okay? While true, do something that is in the indent. So line 4 up to 8 will be done, okay? This is a loop. We'll continue again and again until tired, okay? Until it break. To go out of the loop, you need to do break. So line 6 is the way to go out of the loop. So line 4 is the heart of this program, with this remainder equal to what? The first number A mod the second number B. Right? So while it is true, do compute the remainder. So line 5 will say, if not R, what is the meaning? R in here is a number, right? If not R, if not 0, okay, 0 in Python represent false. Anything else represent true. Okay. In here, line 3, for example, while 1, that means while true and false. So line 5, you will see, if not R can be numbers, right? Can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, right? So if not R, that means if R is not 0, okay? So if R is 0, what will happen?
It will not break.
If R is 0, not 0 is not false, then become true. Then it will break. Reverse function.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, you see not in here. So when R is not 0, it will not break. It will continue compute again and again. But when the R is 0, it will break. Now, line 7. Line 7, it says the new numbers of B will be put into A. The new numbers of R will be put into B. So what is the swapping? Swapping the value, right? And when you finish this looping, then you will print the result, which is B. So now if you want to know what happened inside, I want to know what happened inside, right? So I will show you how to debug this program so that you will know what happened inside, okay? Here it is. First, now I add print R, comma R, okay? So now I put here print A, comma A, print B here, comma B, okay, and then I will print again here, A and B, okay. So what happens if I run this? The same result, okay, a while ago, so I will run this. It will ask me, what is my first number? Say, for example, 60 again. What is my second number? Say, I want to say 4. Okay. So in here, you will see R is 0 because 60 divided by 4, the remainder is 0. Okay. Then it automatically break, right? So then it will give me the GCD, which is 4. Now let's run again. What is my first number? Say 23. And what is my second number? I said 2. There. It will print the first one, R is equal 1. Where does it come from? From the line 5, right? So that one is 23 divided by 2. The remainder is 1, correct? And then the remainder is 1, so it's not break. So B is 2, A is 2. Okay? That this comes from line 8 and 9. After that, what? A equal B and B equal R. What happened? That means a while ago, okay, B is equal to, now you put 2 into A. So A equal B, that means the value of B you put into variable A. What is the value of B? 2, right? So now you put it into A. Now A become 2. And then the next line is 11. B equal R. R was 1, right? So that means now B become 1. Now A is equal to, B is equal 1. And then because it's loop, now go up again to the line 4. Okay, when you go to line 4, what will happen? So 2 modulus 1 is equal to 0. So R is now 0. Because R is not, if not R, if not 0, then break. Then it will go to line 14, which is print GCD is 1. Can you follow or?
Sir, can I?
Please. Anxious.
My question. I still don't understand about how if not R works. Like how?
If not R, okay. I will explain. So if not, okay. If yes, then do something, right? So if I will create a new program here. So can you see it? I will put A equal 2. If A, then print A. Okay, so I run this, what happened? It print 2, which is A. Now what will happen is, if A is 0, and then you run this, what will happen? Can you guess first before I run? It will nothing. It will print nothing. Okay. So then you will say, okay, I will put else clause here. Else print 0. Okay. So if I run, it will print 0. So what is the meaning? If A and if A in here, what is the value in A? A in here have value 0. 0 same as false. Okay, so if not 0 is the same as true. So let me type, if A is true, let's run, it will answer true, right? If A is false, it will give 0 here. It will print 0. Why? Because if A is false, okay, then it will go to the else clause. Do you get it or not?
Yeah, I get it.
So now you put not in here, that is reverse of that, right? So if you put not in here, it will reverse. It will print A. Okay, because A is false, so if not false, become true. So the same thing in here. If not R, break, right? So what's the meaning? Meaning that if it's not false, so not false become true, then break. Do I answer your question or you have any other question?
Yes, thank you, sir.
So now I will show you, okay, debugging this, okay, debugging this program without printing. Okay, so I will remove the printing. Okay, and here it is. In Spider, you can actually see the value without printing. Okay, here it is. You go to debug, and then you click this debug, right? And then okay, you will run step by step. Here it is. You use Control F11. This one, step into. Oh, sorry, not step into, step only, step only. If you step into, you will go inside. I will run again. So let's debug again. Debug. Where am I? Wait, I will close this. Oh, it will ask, what is my first number, right? My first number is 50. Let me close it. Interrupt the kernel, I will restart, okay? Because a while ago I made a mistake. So I come back here. So I will debug this, debug, and then I will do steps, right? So when I do step 1, this one is the step, run the current line, it will ask, what is my first number? Say I will put 50. Okay. Now, if you go here in the variable explorer, you see A is an integer type with value 50. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I go to the second line here, B, right? And then I debug again, step. It will ask me, what is my second number? Say, for example, I will put 3. I press enter 3. So now you see in the variable explorer here, you see that D is equal 3, right? So then I do step again. There. Once I press step again, R was executed. R equal to A mod B was executed. The value of R now is 2. You can see in the variable explorer. Can you see it? So R is 2. So clearly R is not false, right? So in this case will not break. Let us see. We go to the next step. See, the program is executed to the line 10 now, right? So in this case, what is B? You see in the variable explorer, B is 3. What is A? A is 50, right? But when we run this step, okay, Control F10, there you see A is changed to 3. From 50 now become 3. B is now 3. R is 2, right? So when we press this F10, what will happen? B is equal to R. So we put the value of R, which is 2, into B. There. You see B change into 2. Okay? And then the program go back to line 4. You see, using this debugger, you will see how the program works. You will see how the step-by-step the program will execute it and what is inside the value of each variable. Can you see it? So R is now, okay, equal to A mod B. What is A? A is 3, B is 2, right? The R here is not yet executed, so it's still 2. But once you take the steps, R become 1. Again, it's not 1. It's not 1. It means it's not true. So will not break, right? It will go to the step line 10, right? Again, it will ask again. Okay, so A equal B. A is 3, B is 2. So when you step this, A become 2. See, it changed, become 2. Now B equal R. R is 1, B is 2. When you step this, Now P will become 1. Then come back to line 4 again. This is a loop, so it will come back again. Okay. Now R equal A mod P. A is 2, P is 1. So when you do that, R is equal 0. Hey, R is already 0. That means if not 0, it will break, right? So you step, it will go to break. Okay? When it break, it will break from the while loop. That means step 3 until step 13 will be skip. And then you go to line 14 directly. So I step again, there it go to line 14. Right? So it will print the result. Okay? There it will show GCD is 1. And then finish. So using debugger, you can see how it works. By steps. Okay? Any question?
Sir, I have a question about the if part.
Yes.
So, if not R, means like if the R is 0, so if not 0, then break like that.
If not 0, then break, correct.
But I still don't understand why the R is 0, right? So
If R is not 0, continue. If R is 0, then break. So that's why we put not in here. If R is 0, okay, then break. If you can change this, for example, you confused with not R, right?
yes.
I can put it this way. If R is equal to 0, then break. It will give you the same result. Okay, so we can try this. What is 50, right? And then what, 3? There. You get the same result. So if any Python program, there are many ways to do. Okay, this is not the only way. So as long as you know the logic is there, you get the same result. Okay, then it's fine. So what did you learn? You learn how to create a Python program. You learn that in Python, indentation matter, right? You also learn how to input, how to get the output. You also learn how to do a loop and how to break from the loop using conditional. Correct? So what else? What did you learn? What you, if you have any question?
Sir, in Python, so we don't have to declare the variable whether it is.
Correct.
Yeah.
So that is the nice thing in Python. In Java, you need to declare everything. In C, you need to declare everything. In Python, Python will take care of that declaration. Okay, you don't even need, Python is like calculator. You see here. I will show you in the console here down. Say you don't need to make program, okay? I don't like the program. Okay, then I can use this as a console. So I will put here 1 plus 1. I enter, I get 2, right? So I will put name equal Cardi. Okay, so and then I type what is name? Oh, Cardi. So Python is an interactive. Okay, it's just similar to calculator, very easy. Okay, much easier than Java or C or whatever. In fact, this is one of the easiest programming language. You will love it. Okay, and so simple that probably even in the near future, probably I guess, even elementary school will start to learn Python. And this is one of the most popular language, programming language in the world. Okay. So if you ask, oh, is that all? Well, this is like the tips in the book. So if you, usually people will start introducing programming language with hello world, right? So you want to type hello world, so you just print hello. So you know how to print to get the output. You know how to get input, right? You know how to do a loop, while loop, and you know how to do conditional using if. Now I want to introduce you with another loop, another type of loop called for loop. In while loop, you always use with conditional. If something, then break, right? In for loop, you predetermine how many times it will loop. I will give you an example. So there is a function in Python called range. Okay, so range 5. So it will give you a range between 0 to 5. I want to print this. Okay, I want to print numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So then I will put for x in range 5 in x. There. You see, it will give number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is the meaning? Range 5 it will give you numbers 0 to 4, meaning it has 5 numbers there. Oh, how about if I want to print from 1 to 5? What you will do? If you want to print from 1 to 5, I will put 4x in range 1 to 5 or 6? 6. Print x. So the first number in range represent the first occurrence. The last number should be plus 1. So if you want to put number 1 to 5, you put range 1 to 6 because this one is the how many times it happened. 5 means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you have learned about for loop, while loop, condition. So you have it all. Any question until here? No question at all? Okay, if no question at all, let's go to the next one. Okay, so I will share the so GCD in Python, right? In iteration, you copy and paste, you get this. Now, another technique is called recursion. This is a little bit more difficult. Okay, so again, you can copy and paste. So, but in recursion, you will see here, there is line number 1 is def. What is the meaning? Definition. You define a function. Okay, you define a function named GCD with 2 input, m and n. Okay, now if m is less than n, you swap m n become n m. If m modulus n equals 0, it is a while ago, then you return n. Otherwise, you return the GCD m or n, comma, m modulus n. So this is where the recursion takes place. What is the meaning? Now you see the function will call another function. The function GCD in here will call another function GCD. But the only difference is the input parameter here, okay, is now become n, comma, m mod n. So then you will ask, how you will know that this loop will stop? So it will stop in the base case. What is the base case? Line 4 and 5. In line 4, it will ask if the mode m, comma n, yeah, or m mod n is equal 0, then return n. That is the way to stop the recursion. So if you look at this code, okay, compare it with the previous code, it's exactly the same actually. Okay. So in here, the swap number 3, line 3, is the same as the swap in line 7 and 8 in iteration, right? The condition of line 4 and 5 in recursion is the same as the condition in line 5 and 6 in iteration. Can you see it?
Sir, could you explain what return means?
Hmm?
What return n does?
Return.
What return means?
Okay, return mean you return the value. Any function. Okay, I will give you example in Python. I will share the screen so that you can see. Okay. Can you see spider here? I will create new one.
Yes.
Okay, so I will create def. What is the name of the function? I will say ABC or ABCD. Okay, this is a new function named ABCD. What is the input? I will put X as the input, and then I will print. No, I will not print. I will return. Okay, I will return 2 times X. Okay. So then I will call that ABCD. ABCD of 5. So I will put this S equal ABCD of 5, and then I will print S. What will happen if I run this? Can you guess? It will, okay,
return.
yeah, it will return 10, right? So let's debug, okay? So step, it will read the definition and then go to the line 11, S equal ABCD 5, and then it will go inside, okay? And then it will print S, which is 10. Okay, let's go it again. I will do the debug again. Okay. Here I will go step into. When I go step into, it will go to line 8. Okay. And then it will go to line 9. You see in line 9, in the variable explorer, you see here, X is 5. Can you see it? X is 5. Okay. So, and then it will return 2 times 5. So the function will return, the function ABCD will return 2 times 5. So when I go to the next step, S in here is already 10. That is the one that printed. Do I answer your question? Return means the function, okay. Function always has input and output, right? So I can put this way. Y, X, return to X. What is the meaning? That means Y. So this is the same as mathematics. Yeah. What is this function? This function is Y equal 2x, right? 2 times x, right? So if you have a function of y equal 2 times x, this is exactly it is. So return means give me the output of that function. So
Okay, sir.
x in here is the input, return means give me the output. Clear, yeah?
Yes.
So where am I? So can you try this GCD in Python? Copy and paste. Be careful with the indentation, okay? If the indent is incorrect, you will not get it. There. I copy and paste. You're supposed to get this. So if you try.
Yes, sir, it works.
Okay, good. So if you want to know how it works, you do debugging, okay? So you debug, and then you do step by step. And then you check the value in the variable explorer. You go in step into, okay? And then you can see how it works. Again, I put debug and step into and step into. Now I go inside. You see here, if I go inside, Okay, m and n is already there, so 8 and 12, right? And then I go inside here. So if m is less than n, that is true. So then we swap m and n. Remember, m is 8 and n is 12. When we swap, you will see it reverse there. Okay, and then is it the remainder is 0? It's not, right? So if not, you go to return GCD n, comma, m mod n. So you go step into, it will go inside again. And then now you see m is now become 8, n become 4. Okay, you again debug. Okay, so is it 0? The mod 8 divided by 4, the remainder should be 0, right? Yes. So then return n. N is 4. Then it will print. Okay, it will print the 4. Okay. So that is how you debug. Yeah. So Spider is very good. It has debugger already, so you can also set some breakpoint if it's too long to stop there immediately. For example, oh, I want to see only in here, for example. It will stop here. So when you debug, it will run until here. Right? This is the breakpoint. Set clear breakpoint. Okay, until here, you have any question? So if not, I will come back to the slide.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, please.
Actually, I don't really understand the recursion part.
Recursion.
I tried on the spider, but I got confused.
Okay. Recursion. Okay, probably the best idea to give you what is recursion is Fibonacci. Okay, let me find Fibonacci in Python. Fibonacci in Python. Okay, there are some example of Fibonacci in Python. Oh, this is Euclid. Can you search in Google Fibonacci in Python? Okay, this one probably will work. So you know Fibonacci number, right?
Yes.
Fibonacci is 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, and so on, right? So Fibonacci, okay, is basically recurrent relation Fn equal to Fn minus 1 plus Fn minus 2, right? So you know this. And the initial value, F0 is 0, F1 is 1, right? So if you look at this in Python, okay, so definition meaning what? You define a function called Fibonacci, n is the nth number of the Fibonacci. And then if you look at the code here, if n is less than 0, incorrect input. Okay. If n equals 0, return 0. Now, if n is equal 1 or n equal 2, return 1, or else will return Fibonacci n minus 1 plus Fibonacci n minus 2. Do you get this or not? So this is the recursion. Okay, recursion means a function that calls itself. So this function is called Fibonacci, and then it will call, in the return value, it will call itself. But the input will be different, which is minus 1 and minus 2. Can you see it or not? So if you look at this, it's exactly the same as the formula, isn't it? The mathematical formula. The mathematical formula will show that f minus 1, f minus 2, right? And then in the code, it's exactly the same as that. Fibonacci minus 1, Fibonacci minus 2. So recursion is exactly the same as recurrent relation. So if you know, okay, recurrent relation, then you can use recursion. So in my website, I do have recurrent in terms of where it is. In my website. Here, difference equation. Okay, so basically, recurrent relation is difference equation. So something like this. So check on your own later on. I will share in the chat. You check this tutorial about difference equation. So difference equation is basically recursion. Okay. So if you can create the difference equation, then you can create recursion. That's the meaning. There. So Fibonacci sequence. Fibonacci sequence will say yk plus 2 equal to yk plus 1 plus yk. That's exactly what we did a while ago in Python, right? Do I answer your question or are you still confused? Who asked a while ago? Viviana or Joy? Are you still there? Hello?
Yes, sir. It was Leafy who asked the question.
Ah, okay, Leafy. Leafy, how is it? Is it clear or you have additional question?
Is it clear? Sir?
Clear,
It is
Leafy?
clear. Yes.
Okay, good. So in the next example, so let's go and see, okay. Now in the next example, we will find the maximum numbers. Okay, so you give a list of positive number, and then you want to find the largest number in the list. Okay, so this is an example of algorithm again. Find maximum. So the input will be a list, L, positive numbers, okay? Must contain at least one number. And then the output will be number N, which is the largest among all this number in the list. Okay, so again, you can do iteration or recursion. So here it is the iterative algorithm. Number one, you set variable max to 0. And then for each number x in the list L, you compare it to the max. If x is larger, then you set max equal to x. Okay. When you finish the loop, max is now set to the largest number in the list. So the algorithm is rather simple. So when you put into Python, okay, you see here, you set number one is definition of the function find max with input L. L represent list, right? And then a while ago said set max to 0. Right? So you say max equals 0. And then you say for x in L, if x is larger than maximum, then set the maximum equal to x. After all the loop finish, return max. So this is exactly the implementation of find max algorithm in iterative manner. So my question to you, can you copy and paste this and run? Can you copy and paste this one and run?
Yes, sir.
Can you run it?
Oh, wait.
When you run it, where it is? Computer. Find max, okay. When I run this, okay, so did I share my screen to you? Okay, here it is. Okay, so you see here, I use two, because in the slide you will see one is iterative, the other one is recursion, right? So I just name it differently here, slightly different from that. So the iterative is this one, okay? So when you want to do it, you type L equal to a list. So to start a list, you put bracket, something like this. You see in the line 25. Okay, and then you can start to run it. So copy and paste, and then you run.
Sir, the list should be before or after the code.
The list can be the code of what? The function?
Yes, I mean find max
So
or
okay, I will create new one. Okay, so find max here, right? Find max iter, right? So I copy here. Okay, so in your case, you have a find max only, correct? So then you create L, okay? L equal to any number. So I put 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 2 again, 1, 13. Okay. Supposed to be that 13 and then 8. Okay, 9. Okay. Then you put find max. L, copy this. So I print. So there. Then it will give me 13. The answer. So important here is the list is started with the bracket. The start and end with bracket. That's the only difference compared to previous function. In greatest common divisor a while ago, GCD, right? You already have the function, but the function only input numbers, right? In this function here, now the function have contained not numbers, but a list of numbers. So Python will include any input, okay? Not only numbers. It can be numbers, can be string, can be list, can be dictionary, can be object, can be function also inside the function. So Python is very, very flexible.
Sir,
yes.
What if you want to ask to the user to input the L as this?
Oh, you can. So you can use a while similar to a while ago. You remember?
Yeah, but how?
Yeah, input like this. So input. Okay. So I'll copy this. So you don't want this. So I will make it comment. So I'll put L equal to input. Okay. Type a list, right? A list of number. Okay. So now, if you ask like this, what will happen?
It will turn into string.
Yes, it will turn into string. Okay. Then you need to convert this into list, right? Then you need to type list, right? And then you say find max. So, and then print. There. So let's try to run it. Type list of numbers. So I will put 3, 4, 5, 7, 13. Enter. Oh, what happened? Oh, wait. Let me find. Okay, I will put this one first. So L. Let me take a break before I put there. So I will run this. I will debug. So I will put 3, 4, 5, 8 here. Oh, where it goes? Why it goes directly to find max? TikTok 3, 4, 5, 6. Enter. Okay. So there. So when I put enter, L is actually string, right? You look at the variable explorer here, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I type L, it's a string. So if I put list of L, Oh, it's an error. So how to put, okay, so you don't know, so you can search Python string list, string of number to list. Convert, convert list of, no, convert string of numbers into list, Python. There. So, oh, if you want to do that, you need to map one by one. If you look at the Stack Overflow answer of that, right? Because I use comma in the answer, so then you need to put this. So I copy this, L equal there. So now I have 3, 4, 5, 9. There, I get that. So because your input is string with comma, right? So Python does not recognize that. So then you need to convert it one by one with this list comprehension. What is this? In L, you split first with comma. So in this case, you have split the numbers into a list and then change that into numbers, integer, and then put them all into new list. That's how you do. Do I answer your question?
Okay. Yes. So basically, what we are doing is like deleting the commas and then changing it into a list, right?
Okay, so let's
With
say like
some,
this. Okay, so I will have like this. L equal to comma, 2, 3, 4,
sorry,
5.
sir.
This one, eh? I will.
Browser.
Oh, I did not share yet. Wait.
Yeah, it's still on the browser.
Okay, okay. So I say I type here L equal to 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So let's say L split comma. What will happen? There. Actually, I got the list of string 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you see it?
Yes.
When I type L split with comma, that means it will produce a list 2, 3, 4, 5, but each of these are still string. You see the quote there, right? And then when I do for k in this, okay, so this is what's the meaning of this? This is a list comprehension. So in list comprehension is the same as this. So I will put G equal this, and then I will put like this. P, I'll put P equal list, and then in here I will put P dot append G. So can you see this code? First, I define P as empty list, okay? And then for K in L, okay, L I will define as this so that you will see. So L is 2, 3, 4, 5. For K in L split comma, okay. Now I put K into integer with this G. Then I input that into P. After finish, now I print P. What will happen? There, I get the list that I want. So let's explain what is the meaning of this code, okay? I will start here. Okay, so in line 1, you have L, which is what? 2, 3, 4, 5. What is this? This is string with comma inside, right? And then in line 2, I have P equal empty list. This is where I define P equal empty list. Let's debug this so that you will see. Debug, okay? So look at the variable explorer here. I put step. So you see, L is a string of 2, 3, 4, 5. I put step again. Now you see the P is equal to list with size 0, meaning empty list. Okay. Now I put step here. When I put step here, okay, you see that L split comma, if you look at this, L split comma, is this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. It's actually already a list, but its member is a string. String means text, not numbers. Okay. Now, when you say 4K in L split comma, the meaning is now go through this list of string, put one by one as K, and then in this line of code number 4, that K now convert it into integer and put it into variable G. Okay, so there, if you press run the current file, now you have G is equal to 2. Now I put P, append G. What's the meaning? Meaning now in append, okay, appending you add G into P. So there, you go, P is empty, right? So I press run current file, then you see P is now 2. And then come back here again, okay? Now G is what? G is supposed to be, K is 3 now, right? 3 in string. So now when I run this, line 4, G is now become 3. Okay, now I append to P, now P become 2, 3. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so again, you go, again, K is now 4, right? You see, K is now 4, but string, yeah? Now you convert it into G. G is what? G is, now, if I run this, it will become integer of 4. I again append to P. Now P become 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay, when it's 5, so all of this line of code, okay, in Python, you can simplify into one line. This one. So this one line of code is the same as so many lines of code here. So originally this one, but when you put it into one line, this in meaning that L split comma, yeah, for K in L split comma, and then put it into integer, and then I put it into list. This is append. And then all of this append become L, a new variable called L. So all of this, okay, is the same as this line of code from P to P, from 2 to 5. Okay, so what happened is this way of doing is called list comprehension, because it will have lists that comprehend, meaning you get a loop, okay, and then you append it to list. So this is like a shortcut. So in Python, you can get a shortcut for long code become short code. The meaning is still the same, the result is still the same. Now you get it or not? So once you have that, then easy, okay? Now you can input the numbers again. So I can input 8, 6, 13, 15, okay? And it will give you 15 as the answer, maximum, right? Is it okay already?
Yes, I understand it now.
Okay, good, good. So now if you do recursion, okay, do you want to continue, or I think this past the time already?
Yes, I think the time is up.
Huh? It's more than the time, right?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So, okay, I will continue next meeting then. No problem. But it's good. So until here, I'll bookmark this. Okay, so thank you for today. So next meeting, you can read again this slide and you can try. And I hope you can have more questions. Okay. Okay. I want to check the time. Okay. So if you look at the slide there, you can see how I compare the time of execution between iteration and recursion. So check which one is faster. Okay. And next week we will discuss data structure as well. Okay. So no assignment today. So see you next week then.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir. See you
Thank
next
you.
week.
Thanks,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Bless you.
So I need to end this.